Power on.
Alright. So we're back with another one. Today, I'm here to talk about the Blackshark V2 wireless HyperSpeed headset. It's been a while since I bought a headset actually. The last one I bought was the HyperX Cloudflight Wireless from like 2019, and those guys finally broke. And if you're kind of price conscious like me, this is something to consider at least at the end of the day. So the Blackshark V2 HyperSpeed sports a minimal, sleek design with an all-black finish. There's a white variant too, if that's your jam. The Razer logo on the side headband and ear cups are pretty subtle, perfect for that stealth look. One drawback is though the non-detachable mic, which means it can't pass for like regular headphones, so that kind of sucks those. Fortunately, I think I'd only use these at home, but I guess you could technically take these outside too if you want. They built this primarily plastic, which has its pros and cons. While it makes the headset incredibly lightweight at 280 grams, it does feel a little bit flimsy, kind of when adjusting these air cups, as well as extending the hinges. With that said though, the headband does feel overall pretty solid and durable for my last few months. The comfort level is pretty impressive. Headband's clamping force is just right, I'd say, not too tight on my head. As well as the memory foam on the ear cups, it conforms pretty nicely to my ears and it allows to kind of fully enclose everything I need inside here. It provides some passive noise cancellation too. Even during those longer gaming sessions, my ears stay relatively cool and I haven't experienced any discomfort overall. Inside of the headset, you'll find Razer's Triforce titanium 50mm drivers. For context, I can only compare those to my Sony WH-1000XM2s, which are not quite the same segment market compared to these guys, as these guys geared for gaming, as well as those other ones are geared more for like consumer outdoor usage in a noisy environment, I'd say. Blacksharks do sound pretty good, especially for that price point compared to those other ones, which is 2.5 times more costly for its retail price. I feel it does have some pretty good bass, but nothing too extreme. I tend to listen to more chill and relaxing music and lo-fi. It sounds pretty neutral overall. I'd say it passes for those types of genre at least. But the one thing I would like is better passive noise cancellation. I do tend to find myself reaching for the volume knob a little bit more than I'd like to at the end of the day. As for sound quality in games though, it's pretty solid. I can hear my teammates pretty clearly without needing to crank up the volume, especially in games that require for me to hear at least a little bit more, such as subtle noises where it's footsteps, as well as in StarCraft 2 whenever it says nuclear launch detected. But don't at me, I'm not any good at FPS or gaming in general actually. My quality is pleasantly surprising. During the times when my old headset broke, I had to use AirPods for gaming. These guys, honestly, they just don't cut it for gaming. They definitely noticed a huge jump when I went from this to this guy. While it's not saying much though, I tested it compared to my Samsung Q2U microphone, this official guy over here, and they said that they didn't notice a quality difference, but I'll do the mic test a little bit later on, and I think for the price point of this guy overall to be part of the headset, it does pair pretty nicely in terms of the mic quality. One neat little feature is the direct mute unmute button on the side. So if I walk away, and because it's wireless, I can still interact without having to have a hot mic on. But yeah, that's pretty nice. But I wish there was a little bit of a audio that tells you whether it's on or off when you do click the mic. You can't really tell, but it does provide at least a tactile feedback to it. So with all that, let's kind of move on to the mic test.
So right now, this is all purely based off of the Razer Blackshark V2, and it is set up on the HyperSpeed. It's connected via HyperSpeed right now. So that's just purely no settings, no changes, no enhancements on any of this microphone at all currently. But you can obviously change the microphone, volume, input, output, and then if I do some voice normalization, keep it at 55. I have no clue what this sounds like right now. And then if I turn that off, let's see, ABC, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's with it off. And if I turn on vocal clarity, obviously I don't know what this is going to sound like, but if this sounds great to you or different to you, let me know in the comments below. This is with vocal clarity turned on right now. I'm going to turn that off right now in 3, 2, 1. And then we have mic noise cancellation. Now, I know this isn't great because there's no audio background noise or whatever behind me, but there's some echoing in the walls. I guess I could, in theory, turn on some like fake background music, but this is with mic noise cancellation on. And this is all through the HyperSpeed wireless dongle right now. Okay, so now I'm going to stop all of this right here, and then I'm going to change my audio input settings. I'm gonna stop recording. Right? Wait, no, stop recording. All right. And then I'm gonna go utilize this guy instead. So, oh, also I got a lav mic right now going on through here. So that's what that is. And then now we're gonna swap to this guy instead. Playback device on here. Swap to the USB audio codec. Hopefully this doesn't bump to the camera. It does bump to the camera a little bit. Okay. So now you're listening to audio that is not plugged in at all. Give me a second, guys. Technical difficulties. All right, recording device. There we go. Okay, that little gap at first on there, that is just a blank spot because I don't know how to use my headphone headset. Okay, but anyway, so this is right now playing through the Samsung Q2U directly from here. My friends do say this does sound a lot better. Now, obviously, granted, this is a headset attached with a microphone, and obviously it's not going to be the same in terms of quality, but at least to compare and contrast what this could sound like as opposed to what this could sound like. Obviously, you trade off a lot of flexibility with that. So it's nice because it's wireless, and here you have to always be attached to the microphone next to your computer completely at all times.
One standout feature of this device also is its multiple connectivity options. You can connect it via Bluetooth, USB, as well as the HyperSpeed wireless dongle, which is Razer's USB dongle essentially. It makes it versatile for both PC and mobile usage. Sometimes I'll have it connected to my work laptop, and at the same time it'll connect to my gaming device too. And then it's pretty clean because you can have it two connections, and it's pretty quick seamlessly to switch with the EQ settings. Now, as far as owning the actual device though, when I first turned it on, I was a little bit taken away with the gaming vibes that it had when it says powering on. It's in a woman's voice, as well as powering off too.
Power on.
So that's not really quite my vibe. If they kind of had just a simple thing that goes beep on or like beep off, I don't know, whatever you want to do it, just not a super gaming aesthetics vibe to it.
Bluetooth.
But again, personal opinion, but I get Razer
wireless.
is a gaming brand, and this is just a personal opinion too. I wonder if some other headsets kind of do the same. Well, maybe at least the specific Razer brands. Let me know if you have other headsets that kind of have some sort of super gamer vibe to it in that sense. Battery life is pretty decent, as I do seldomly charge, but I don't game too often either, so it works out for me. It is rated up for 70 hours of battery life. Also, if you do leave it on though, and there's no audio coming through, and you're connected through the USB wireless device or dongle, it does turn off on its own automatically. And then speaking about earlier, you can double jump between the Bluetooth and wireless HyperSpeed connection with a double click on the EQ. So it's pretty cool. Software experience could be better. At one point I had to reconnect this, and the pairing program isn't inside the Razer Synapse at all. And I had to download a separate program called Pairing Utility. So that was kind of like weird, thinking it would be all encompassed into one software design, but it wasn't, and I had to download something separate. You have to plug this in, displug it, plug in the USB wireless HyperSpeed dongle, and then displug that to kind of create a pairing system. So it was okay to setting up, but it's just a little bit odd that the pairing utility was not inside the same Razer Synapse. On top of that, if you plan on using this with if you plan on using this with your Mac, Razer Synapse is only available up to 2.0, as opposed to the PC version, it's up to 4.0. So that might be kind of sucky too, because you don't get the latest greatest features within the software. But if you're just using a Bluetooth, it should be fine. Now, if you set it up once and don't have a complicated setup like me, then overall, all of that is moot, and don't even worry about that part. So coming in at a price point of $130, the Razer Blackshark V2 HyperSpeed. I think it's pretty solid for what it comes in. It's got a sweet price to performance ratio compared to its bigger brother, the Pro variant, which does offer a better value unless you had specific needs where you want to take away this microphone or some sort of premium materials. But it does come in heavier at 320 grams, as well as a heftier price tag too. And little things such as multiple device connectivity. I think Razer offers a USB dongle that connects both the keyboard and the headset, so you can use one dongle for both devices, whereas that's not capable with this guy. So after 6 months of use, I could definitely recommend picking these up for those of you who are pretty conscious about price without wanting to break the bank, as well as look for something that has a good mic quality too for those of you who do a lot of voice chat, Zoom calls, and talking to your teammates while gaming. It's pretty good price to performance ratio, and I'll leave all those links down in the description below. as well as its bigger brother, the Pro version, if you're curious of what that looks like. As always, appreciate you making it to this point in the video. If you want to see more tech content in the future, don't forget to sub up down below, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found this useful. Again, thanks for stopping by, really appreciate it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.